We are back again to bring to you the message of freedom, the message of liberation, the truth that sets you free. Don't forget, this is Good Governance Ministry Program coming to you as sponsored by BVI Channel 1. And I still remain your humble servant, Asuchido Peters, the voice of the people, the voice of God, the voice of our ancestors. Tell your neighbors, tell everyone, we are back on air again as usual. Today, we are talking about what happened in Edo State. Revolution is possible. Revolution is possible. Yes, Edo State people had done it. That is exactly what we have been preaching, that power lies on the people. The victory of Obaseki in Edo State had nothing to do with PDP. To a large extent, it is the people who rallied round to end godfatherism. You know, this godfatherism is a cankerworm that has eaten deep into the fabrics of the politics of this country, and few individuals have pocketed the destiny of the entire people in the name of stakeholders, in the name of godfathers, who will come out boldly to beat them chest to say, now me make this person the governor. They can make and unmake somebody as a governor. Then what is the political process of democracy? What is the democratic process of the people being involved to elect their leaders? Edo people have proven that it is possible. Obaseki would have been completely helpless if the people do not rally around him. And that is what we've been preaching. It has sent strong message to those who feel that they have arrived. They have taken the position of God to make and unmake. This is a clear statement, and we applaud it. We say congratulations to the Edo people. But the job didn't end there or would not end there. This is the beginning of a new leaf for not just Edo people, but to the entire people of the Southeast and the South-South. And every man of goodwill that listens or watch this program from any platform, whether on our YouTube platform or on Odenigbo website, or listening to the sound of my voice from this wave 99.1 Odenigbo FM. Now I must tell you that this is the journey. It has just begun. It has just begun. You don't just go back and drink champagne and believe that the person that you have elected into government will serve you if you don't push. This is time for you to sit his ass up. If Obaseki failed in his first tenure, if Obaseki did not meet up to the standard of his first tenure, you can forgive him because he was under the grip of godfathers who will not allow him to perform, who will be loyal to only their personal interest. Yes, Obaseki will only be loyal to those who put him in power. His first time, we can give credit to the godfathers that brought him to power, who want to unmake what they made. But the people stood up and say enough is enough, because we have been speaking. What we are saying is trickling down. It is making impact. It is hitting the target. The people are beginning to wake up. It is not politics. It had nothing to do. Don't forget, I always say that PDP and APC, they are two sides of the same coin. But the people have decided to choose a lesser evil for themselves. At least to send a strong message that they are a people who have a will, and their will is to end godfatherism. You know what happens? His loyalty will no longer be on the very individuals that claim to make him governor. But rather, this time, the people had made Obaseki governor. And they sent that message loud and clear. That is why you hear the slogan we have been pushing, Edo no be Lagos. You know what Lagos means? You remember Ambode, the former governor of Lagos State, and what happened to him? That's exactly what they wanted to do in Edo State. But we raised the voice. We raised the consciousness of the people. The people have to realize that last, now them could be victims. Yes. Now, the charge is on Obaseki to do the needful. Now that the people have rallied around you to give you this mandate, it is time for you to be loyal to your godfathers, who are your people. your godfathers, your godmothers, your god youths, your godchildren of Edo State. This is time for you to be loyal to them and do their own bidding, rather than those few individuals that have pocketed the destiny of the entire people. This is not just about Edo people, but the entire Southeast, South, Nigeria, and Africa at large. Because this is the problem we have been facing, and that is why we are up on air to bring you this message. We keep hitting it hard. We keep telling you that it is possible. There is nothing that is impossible for the people who are united for the cause. Nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. But the problem we are facing around this part of the world is that people have given up. People believe that, if I come out, they will kill me. Hey, don't speak, oh. If you talk, you will get missing. Hey, the intimidation is too much. They have broken the will and the soul of the society. Thank God, because the light of the message we are bringing to you from this platform, cutting across the entire universe, is making impact. Yes, people need to get more involved. In fact, if you do my own ranking, less than 10% of the general population of Edo people who are qualified to cast their vote, less than 10% participated. Now you can imagine a whole state like Edo State needed just the entire vote cumulatively is not up to 700. The entire vote, both the ones cast, the ones disqualified or nullified, is not up to 700,000. Then you have more than 5 million people of Edo State. You now see the voter apathy there. This is what has been happening all over the years. Now you can imagine when the people are united to end the tenure of impunity, to end the governance of Fomfojuata, the governance of the few for the few and for the elites alone. When the people are united, nothing that they cannot achieve. And that is why we are here, to organize the people. You can imagine what will happen in all the states when they run around and say, this is what we want. The governors don't have any option than to obey, because they are our servants. They are our servants, and they must realize that until we get to that point when the people understand that the people in government are their servants and they are there to do their bidding, because that is what government is all about. Until that happens, there is no hope for freedom. Our liberation will be too far from us. That is why we are here. That is why we have, taking all the time, sacrificing our time, our resources, to bring you this message of hope, this message of liberation, this truth that can set you free. God has given us everything we needed in this land. Why are we passing through hell? Why are we just merely surviving hardship, surviving insecurity, surviving failure of a government? Why should we continue? It is time for us to unite, and that is what we are doing right here. Don't forget, our intended rally is still on course. The mobilization is still getting momentum, and the date to go and register our statement to the government to tell them that the people of the Southeast and the people of the South-South have woken up, beginning with ending open grazing. Yes, we must end open grazing. If they are not ready to ranch, if the people who are rearing cattle and livestock are not ready to ranch, then they should find another ground, not in our homeland anymore. And the governments must understand this fact. We are not joking, because ranching is going to create jobs. Ranching will end what they have been calling communal clash between farmers and herders. It will end it. Why keep open grazing? Why trying to soft pedal or romance the ego of those who are into that business? Something that we have seen clearly that it is anti-people. Something that we have seen that it is the greatest threat we face as a people. Yet the people who are in government that is supposed to do the needful are not doing anything. Now, we are rest assured from what we have witnessed in Edo polling booths during this just concluded Edo election that the power lies on the people. The power lies on the people. For the first time, people, we are the ones arresting vote buyers, and not just vote buyers and their vote sellers, those who are trading your destiny. I saw it. It's on our social media platforms. In case you've not seen it, go and search BVI Channel 1 and get updated. Everybody's shouting, everybody's celebrating. You can imagine in Nigeria, people running around, you are giving them money, they'll catch you, collect that money from you, and beat the hell out of you. When you offer them 5,000, that was the one I saw. They hold the man and say, catch him, catch him. An elderly man, per se, he's about his middle age. He has already bought or sold his vote. The people caught him, collected that money, and showcased it. It's not even up to 5,000 naira. They were there shouting, you are here selling your destiny, selling the destiny of everybody. We are here suffering, and you are here busy trying to sell your vote. Both the sellers and the buyers, we are all humiliated. That is revolution. People are beginning to understand that their lives depend on this. You can't allow few people that are beclouded with greed. This is no longer poverty. This is complete greed. Somebody selling to eat today and starve tomorrow, and starve for your entire 4 years. That is it. That is to tell you that revolution is possible. For the first time. We have seen, go to our media platform, our social media, on YouTube especially, you will see what we are posting there. Mantu, if I'm not mistaken, had come out openly to denounce rigging. That he has helped to rig and rig. And now the whole thing is hitting back at them. They are now tired. They are now ashamed of themselves when they travel abroad. And they look at them as thieves and criminals. That is because people like us did not stop speaking. We didn't hide under our beds. That is because we have been speaking up. And that is because we did not relent. They are coming up. Political gladiators denouncing rigging on a national television. You can imagine that happening in Nigeria. That is what I call revolution. Why would they be tired? Because the voice of the people is speaking. When you bring your money to buy election and the people strip you naked, collect that money and vote for their future. In fact, one of the greatest criteria to know who is a never do well, who is an abysmal failure, who will go there and make your life miserable. One of the indicators is the person that will want to induce you with any gift whatsoever. Whatever that they didn't give you from today till the next 4 years, and when election is around the corner, they start bringing gifts to you. That is an indication to tell you that that person should not have any business to do with governance. That is to tell you that. Anyone don't get election, Ebido philanthropist. Anyone don't get election, Ebido rice, Ebido tubers of yam. They know you have been hungry. They know they have been starving you. These are the indicators of never do wells that you can never associate yourself or cast your vote for. Strip them naked by not supporting them. Strip them naked by not working for them. Strip them naked by not voting for them. Strip them naked by not singing their praise when you know that they have failed. This is the revolution we preach. And this is what we stand for. And that is why they call BVI Channel 1 Good Governance Ministry. And we pride ourselves with that. Our life depends on this. Our future depends on this. This is what we are speaking of. Revolution is possible. When people hear about revolution, they think it is gun and bullets. We are talking about mental liberation of the people. For the people to understand the powers they have and stand up for it. That is what we're talking about. And that is why I must tell you, you don't need to fear anything. We have lived above our fears. That is why we are fearless even in the faces of our oppressors. That is why you have to be part of this. Do you think that this program would have lasted this long if what we are doing is against the law? Do you think that the government people, they are not listening to the sound of this voice? They're always tuning. They are shaking. They are shaking because they know that the voice, the unquenchable voice of the people have risen, and nothing can stop the people. We are only waiting for you to wake up. Wake up, people. It is time to take your life back. Wake up, people. It is time to take your future back. Wake up, people. It is time to take your land back from those who have enslaved you in your God ancestral given land. This is time. It is not politics. It is not religion. It is a movement of the people. That is why you must join this movement to end open grazing. Like I always say, that is our first stand. When you are hungry, when you are devastated, when you are downcasted, anything can happen to you. You are vulnerable. That is what we are being reduced to. When you cannot feed your family, you don't even have money in your pocket, you don't even have any food to eat, then there is no hope for it. You become vulnerable. Vulnerable to anything. You can be used by the politicians. You can be used by anyone. It can even push you. In fact, I keep wondering, the thing keep coming to me. I say, Nigeria, is it possible for somebody to go to heaven from Nigeria? Nigerians are getting used to hell because the condition of Nigerians will push you to commit sin. At anything you touch is contaminated with corruption and impunity. But some people think that in the midst of this confusion, in the midst of this mess, there are not people that God will raise to liberate the people. And that is why they will always suspect you. When you have answered the burden, to carry the burden of the people, people will start suspecting you. They will even be the ones. Instead of spreading the truth, they will be spreading the speculation to discredit you. I said it and I'll keep saying it, that our people are industrial, they are slavishly industrious. That is how my mother, the woman I respect so much, the Omo of Anioma, that woman is something else. She said it and it recorded inside my number 6. Ndibo, you are slavishly industrious. Why? Because you have allowed the worst. Yes. And that must stop. And now, 6 o'clock, you must go. Even in an Epo China, nothing to show for it. Every year in, year out. Why? Go to the government people. Go and, if you hear what is happening and how they're exploiting you, every corner, everybody, if I mean, nothing will happen. That is an animal jungle. On the street, people are extorting money from people who are trying to make a life out of themselves. In this hard time, the one that happened in Imo State, which I'm trying to verify and reach out to the person, the victim, a poultry farmer. What the task force, they call them in Imo State, did to the farmer, that led to the death of so many of the birds. Some of us saw it. Ana agbaka ego, ana apụrụ ndị onwero ka ọ rafa, ndị kwesịrị na-enyela aka, the lowest people in the society. The assistance you'll be getting from your government is continuous exploitation. I think we unite here together to end this thing once and for all. Nobody can do it for us. Now let me tell you why this place is so corrupt. Why it is very let me not use impossible. Very difficult for someone to go to heaven from here. Because every side you touch, it is corruption. Why would somebody be corrupt when he cannot afford basic education for his children? While the government schools have failed, so you must take your child to a private school. And taking your child to a private school, you know what it means. You know how much you're going to pay. You double all your effort. Is that not slavishly industrious? And in doing that, some of you cut corners. Some of you import fake and adulterated products just to cut corner. People will die as a result of importing or selling fake products, especially edibles. You think that is success? This is why things have continued to fall apart. When you know that government hospitals have failed, and in order for you to remain alive, at least, because government hospitals have failed, government hospitals are no longer working. If you go there, sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, you have to resort to private hospitals. You know what it means? Go and ask. Go and see for yourself. So because of that, in order to meet up, and to some extent, so that is what we are talking about. The only way to change the status, the only way for you to live a peaceful life is when you have a government that represents your aspiration, that takes care of the what they call the essential needs of human. Ade kuzi government here houses. Government provide the house. But you know, in the time past, government now estates they regulate rents so that people can live in houses and not on the street. Common schools, education, security, which is the primary responsibility of government, they fail. Now speaking in tongues. This is time for us to stand up and do the needful. This is time for us to reason beyond our emotions. This is time for us to wake up and live above our gullibility and fear. The power lies on the people. They know it, oh. These people know the government, they understand it very well. That is why it breaks my heart when I see church, the leadership of the churches not speaking up, because they have the people. They are their flocks. It breaks my heart. Let them speak up. John the Baptist did. Let them speak up like those they tell us about from the Bible. Let them rally around the people. Let them talk to government that have failed. Let them organize the people. And that is why the burden of this 1 million march have shifted to them. Thank God they have accepted it through the efforts of our father, a respected leader in Igbo land, Professor Uzodin Manwala, the president of Alibo Development Foundation, who have pulled together successfully the coalition of Alibo religious and civil society organizations. So anybody corporate, they have taken the responsibility of this 1 million march to end open grazing. Because we have to shut that door. That door must be shut down. Anybody that does not represent this aspiration that is in government should not have any business being in government anymore. All teacher and Koga today, no more for the person. Spit on them, strip them naked, like I said. Don't support them. Don't vote for them. Don't work for them. Because they don't care about your future. They don't care about your survival. And that is what we are here to do. We are here to organize the people. And we are still waiting for the people. When we are ready, we will march and register a statement to them. Then they will understand that it is time up for them. That the time of mediocrity, the time of believing and singing praises to monumental failure of government have come to an end. That this is a new time, this is a new turnaround, because the people have woken up. And that is what I'm bringing to you. We are going to open up the phone lines, but before I do that, I want you to identify with this movement, the People's Restoration Movement, restoring the dignity of humanity. If you are to go, you can sell your own, what do they call it? Aniobi. You sell your own land to go there. This is where it starts. Before we open up the lines, I want you to call this very number and identify yourself with them. That is People's Restoration Movement. 08060982212. I repeat, 08060982212. That is the mobilization platform for this 1 million march. We have the materials, we have the posters, the flyers. You can share to your community, share it in your marketplace, share it in your churches. Let the message keep sinking. We have to saturate this thing. It has to be on the lips of everyone that we must end open grazing in Igbo land. This is our custom. This is our tradition. This is our life that we're talking about. Everybody must be involved until that is done. Because we don't want this where 2 or 3 people are gathered. No, we want it as the movement of the people. And everybody must be part of it. So call our mobilization number 08060982212. And for you to get abreast, those of you who are opportuned to be on the social media, let me tell you, a lot of fake news, propaganda are being speculated on the social media. But the only platform that you can be guaranteed that whatever you see there is confirmed, verifiable, and authentic, go to BVI Channel 1. They are not 2. BVI Channel 1. Go there and help yourself. Liberate your mind, because that is where you get it undiluted. Search it on Facebook, YouTube, especially. Call our mobilization line 0810-420-7522. That's the line to call directly to reach out to the admins of BVI, and you'll be sent every materials we've made available to you. Very important, extremely important, because this 1 hour is not enough for us to empower you with the kind of information that you need. That is why you have to be part of what we are doing on daily basis on BVI Channel 1 platform. Thank you for those of you who have been watching and following us on our YouTube pages. You. And those of you who have vowed that this voice will continue to speak out. And that is why you have helped us to sponsor this program, so that this truth that is always on the social media, which many of our people do not have access to, we bring it down to the people through Odenibu FM. Thank you, I appreciate you. And for those of you who want to continue sponsoring our radio campaign, our radio tour right here on Odenibu FM, call 0810-420-7522. That is our sponsorship line, 0810-420-7522. That is our sponsorship line. And you can also call our mobilization platform, People's Restoration Movement, on 08060982212. Now we are about taking calls. You know the number to call 070-194-78850 or 070-38155-515. Let us start taking calls immediately. Hello. Sorry, we lost that call. You can call back again. The lines are open. You can now call 080-194-78850. Hello. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from. Go ahead. We can hear you. Can you hear me? Go ahead with your submission. Go ahead. We can hear you. Keep listening, you will get everything. Okay. All right, thank you. Keep listening, you will get the answer to your question. All right. Okay, thank you very much. Just keep listening. We are going to bring you the answer to that question. It seems you're just joining us for the first time. Thank you and welcome. When we talk about ranching, ranching is the standard procedure anywhere around the world when it comes to grazing cattle or livestock. You ranch them. You keep them in a place. You don't move them about, destroying lands, destroying properties, destroying farmlands in the name of open grazing. No. Hello? Hello? Your name and where you're calling from? Good morning to you. Go on. Oh, sorry. Please call back. We lost that call. Please call back. We lost that call. We want to hear from you. Please, sorry about that. The thing just cut off. Hello? Can you hear me? Your name and where you calling from? Go ahead with your submission, Emma. Dalo. Yeah. Ọ dịkwa egwu. Daalụ. Ka na-agbasa ozi anti-open grazing na ka onye na join anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme. Daalụ sọ. Hello? Hello? We cannot hear you. Hello? Your name? All right. Your name and where you're calling from? Daniru. Onyewu. Thank you very much. Our own advice is to tell our people to get into the business. Ego dina cattle rearing. Let's take this caller. Hello. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from. All right, go ahead with your submission. Okay. Open grazing and ranching. Okay, thank you very much. Let me answer that very quickly. All right. All right. Thank you very much. I'll clear that very quickly. Let me do that before I take the next call. Now, the difference, there is a huge difference between what the federal government is bringing as their own, this thing is this RUGA of a thing. We rejected RUGA. We rejected cattle quarreling. Do you know why? Because why would the government be sponsoring private businesses at the expense of other people? They want to take over your land. They come to your community, take over a large portion of your land and settle these people in there. And when they do, they spread and set up a parallel community right within your own community. And they man and they bani wundi oka. And the oka agogani na ofu no funwani. And I make on family planning nenuye enuzi ofunwani. E mo so ofu mo we bo. While nda no occupy your land in the name of RUGA and now bosomo. Before a minority in your own community. That is why we said no to RUGA. Now, what is ranching? Ranching is just like opening a bakery. It's just like setting up a poultry. You are confined within that environment. Ever he set it up for that particular business. I'm very clear. I believe the person that made that that asked that question is listening. And many of you who are reserved, no wonder many people are still, they don't understand the difference between ranching and the RUGA. This is the clear difference. You confine them in a place where they set up their business. They can even set up a abattoir. If you want, rather than giving a portion of your land, handing it over by the government. I don't even know why government must be interested in private business. How many of our traders have they sponsored? Our people travel everywhere to set up businesses. They even buy land, build markets, build industries, contribute to the development of that area, integrate themselves with the community. But here, it is totally direct opposite. Then government is trying to use the weight to come and take your land from you and hand it over to them. A minority in your homeland. That is what we said no. And that is the difference between RUGA and ranching. Ranching is just like setting up your own industry, your own bakery, your own poultry. So you'll be confined within that environment. It will even open up job opportunities, business opportunities. Young people can now go into animal feeds. And our people aka tajirani ibanya into animal husbandry. I have to say this. I have to suspend taking calls for some time because you have to understand this thing first. While growing up as a child, onwero ezinune bata egali fundu ehunia eba na azu ewu mo waturu. Onwero any house bata at that time egali fundu ehu egali fu aturu egali fu livestock di iche. And onwekwana ina ekweka ewu epo ba nu bi onozo ode eme omume. Mana jezia na ba ni kita ono obana na aluzi modern houses. Ono obana Akukpon ka alụla alụzia more than one. That is wonderful. That is progress. But ije na all our communities, our villages, this Nduewu is vanishing completely. Ask your own self question. Ben nam go can get Jumalogato. Or does it? The last time I went the album, but my grandmother was still alive. Immediately she died, that was the end of it. Ana alo, ana akupo, ana aluchi. Then, where do you get meat to eat? I remember when we come back for Christmas. You don't even need to go to the market. Oh, it was Kibulo of where we are the mama. Well, about Christmas. Manaketa, I know it is a bute ugwasa. Well, about Christmas. Ade kuzo kwefi, ejizi abo fala. Ona fa na azala fa. Thank God for coronavirus. Kabulu do balani. Because onye chi kwozu ogwaga efi onobu. Mgbe na ekwu na ndị Bible ife na fund these headers asem na me ekwu ọnụ. Mana eziokwu ka ọ bụ. Our people should go into animal husbandry, business ka ọ bụ. Ọnụkwu ego ka ọ bụ. Efi Igbo ka ọ dị. Efi Igbo amaka ikwu. Anụ kalili akali na ya. Ka efe melia. Ka efe melia. Ife business of buying and selling emebugo ndị be anyị isi. Ọchọ ka ọ jee China ka o bunata ife ọ ya enwe ike ịlụ na be anyị. Ka o mee quick turnover. Our people achọzi itinye arụ. Itinye aka n'ọrụ ugbo. Ọ ya bụ efe dị na-eju asasị. So our people should start from going back to animal husbandry. Chineke nyere m aka solukwu ogozi kwuo mu. Dịka nna lụrụ filling station ma hotel. Even need bụ just 50 plus of land or 100 plus of land. Emepe mu agricultural industry ebe ahụ. Ozugbo. Ọ ya ka wee nye ego. You can imagine when you have it all around. You can imagine when you have more animal, agricultural industry, agricultural estate, more than filling stations. If you table prosperity, you want to go? So our people must understand the difference between these two. Ranching is totally different from what they are bringing to us in the name of cattle colony or RUGA. And I think I have cleared that air. With respect to what happened in Edo State, I said, Edo State was not just an election. Edo State was a revolution. If you look at the street, even they themselves acknowledge it. Even the politicians themselves understand that this is beyond them. This is the people. When Obaseki was reacting, he said, he has never seen this kind of reaction. People reacted to end godfatherism. It sent a clear message to them. Now, which Supreme Court will come and outturn the will of the people? You don't do that. This one is even insignificant. I said, compare it with when the people gathered together, where you have the people's candidates who represent the aspiration of the people, has about 2 million to 3 million votes of the people. And the normal, circular, usual, never do well of politicians are not scrambles with 200,000 as usual. Then go to Edo State, go and check the results. Even the winner got less than 350,000 votes. 350,000. Paltry number of people. It is a voter apathy. And then 200 and. Now check the population of the people themselves and understand the voter apathy there. It is already there. Now imagine when the people are organized and said, you see these people, you see these old cargoes, enough is enough. We are sending them out. We are retiring them. And the people come out in mass. From hell, be a rig election here. Or put the person that is not representing the aspiration of the people in government. That is a revolution that happened. It was not an election. I think I've cleared that air. We are going back to the phone lines very quickly because we have little or no time. The number to call is 070-194-78850, or you call 070-38155515. That's the numbers to call. Hello? Hello? We can't hear you. Hello? Sorry about that. Call back. Hello? Hey, turn down the volume of your listening device. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Please, when you call us, turn down the volume of your listening device so that you don't disrupt the program. Thank you very much. Hello? Hello, your name? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Thank you. We want to take other people's calls. Thank you very much. We have other people calling in from our line on BVI Channel 1. Hello, let us take your call. Hello. Hello. Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Okis from United States.
You're calling from United States of America. Go ahead.
I want to speak in English. That's what I want to say.
Oh, you want, okay, you want, okay, okay. All right, thank you very much. You know, we are going local here. Thank you very much for your observation. Thank you. So many people, but I understand you, but we want our people in the village. That is the essence. All right, that is the essence. We want to reach everyone. Hello. Good afternoon or good morning to you, wherever you're calling from. Your name and where you're calling from. Thank you very much. All right, go ahead. Thank you. We know that. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Audio. Mm. My brother, they no get shame. They no get shame. They no get shame. But their time is coming to an end when the people rise up. I say it clearly that when the people rise up, they make a statement. And it is clear, even politicians. I was even surprised. I'll be publishing it on BVI Channel 1. What Rocha Sokorocha said after it. I was even surprised for the first time. They acknowledge this truth. Overwhelming truth. You cannot hide the truth. You cannot undermine the truth. When the people speaks, it speaks louder. And these people have spoken very loud. It is not like the one of grazing or technicality. There is no technicality about the truth. The Edo people have spoken. Let us wait and see who will come to court and overturn it. We are here, we are alive. We are here and we are alive. Okay? Because people will always refer to Edo with what do you call it? Imo State. Because it was allowed. It was allowed because in fact it's a disappointment. That's no more than Imo State. Okay, man. Manakaka abuli fem kuzi. Let it be a lesson to everybody. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, yes. All right, brother. We have to allow other callers to call in. Thank you very much, please. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We have to allow other callers to call in because a lot of people are on the line already. Hello. Greetings to you. Good morning to you. Your name and where are you calling from? Thank you very much.
Keep on and continue with the good work. The people are hearing you. Even those in government house in Ogagia are listening. A lot of them are paying attention to you. What I want to talk to our people in Anambra State, when the people stand up, when the people know their rights, come forward in the war and they beat them.
Of course.
Now, the politicians are doing what they are doing because the people don't know the power they have. The people are the masters. Why those in government with police calls, convoy, protecting themselves, traveling overseas, building big houses, living in mansions with people's money? The servant.
It's true.
Let that thing think well. Now, you don't assume that the people have rights. Please, Chinedu, keep on. I know it's very expensive to be on radio. But every time you are there, you pay 25,000 naira and you are making a lot of sacrifice. How I wish this program can be sustained towards Anambra State election. People of Anambra State will decide not to go for that. Thank you. So that others will follow.
All right, thank you very much because we are wrapping up on today's program. Those of you who are watching on the YouTube, thank you so much. Those of you who are listening from Odenibo website, thank you for listening. Those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice through this wonderful wavelength, the gift given to Igbo land, 99.1 FM Odenibo. To the people of Owowanyango, the land of the rising sun, I greet every one of you and I tell you, make a date and time with us every Monday at Odenibo FM by 11 a.m. to 12 noon. We'll be here to bring you the gospel of liberation, the gospel of truth, the truth that will set you free. Don't forget to join us on our daily programs every day on our social media platforms, BVI Channel 1. Search it on Facebook, YouTube, and other social media platforms. You can visit our website, bvichannel1.com. That is where to get every information, and you can also download our app and have every information on the go. We are not propagandists. We tell you the truth the way it is because we see it, we say it. So Make a time with us every day on our social media platform. But every Monday, we'll be live on the radio to bring this message down to the people who don't have access to internet. And that is what we are doing right here. With your support, with your sponsorship, with your partnership, with this voice, we will keep waking our people from slumber. That is the hope we have for our freedom. Till I come your way next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep hope alive. I still remain as Chinedu Peters, the voice of the people, the voice of God. Don't forget to call 08060982212 to collect all the materials you need to propagate the gospel for open grazing, to end it. So join the campaign, end open grazing. That bill must be signed into law. Thank you, and may God bless you. Goodbye.